La ta 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 ta. La da da la da dee da da. La da 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 da. All right.
Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the breaks. There, now that that's out there, let's get the show on the road. Let's start it off like we always do. Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. A body beat down here on this hump day, early afternoon. Doing it early today, guys. I don't know what time it is. It is 12:51. And we are going to hopefully have a good deadlift session. I have a couple of different things in mind. I don't know which way I'm going to go with it until I get to where I'm kind of at that turning point. But we're going to see what we get done today. So, anywho, hope everybody's doing well on this wonderful hump day. Here in West Tennessee, it's beautiful out. It was beautiful out yesterday. I love days like that. It makes me happy. I even went outside and sat at my picnic table for a few minutes and just kind of took in a little bit of the sun rays, a little bit of them sun shines. And my body was appreciative of that. So, yesterday had a pretty good session. I hope you go back and watch that. And, well, Monday as well. Technically, the last 4 years have been pretty good. So, go check out all those videos. There's a lot to keep you busy. So, anywho. Random news here. Random report. News report just in. I got confirmation that one of my little action figures, the pre-order came in, and so I went ahead and told him to go ahead and ship it. So I would assume it's going to be here probably about Monday, Tuesday or so of next week. So that's pretty cool. That'll be a little unboxing for us to do, and something exciting I know you guys can't wait to see. So yeah. How about those Giants? Huh? How about there's some really weird and wild stuff. Isn't there really? Anyway, I'm channeling some different people there. So this is a random, out of nowhere live stream. And I don't expect to have anyone pop in here. Maybe one person will, who knows. But I don't expect to have a big crowd. I don't ever have big crowds. Once in a while, I might get maybe, 3 or 4 guys in here. But that's what she said. Anyway. So, oh boy. So today, if you recall, it was last week or week before, whichever it was. I think it was the week before. I don't remember. I got a new deadlift PR of 510 pounds. I never thought I would see the day. I wasn't chasing another PR. I got my 500-pound PR, some time back. And I thought, well, and I did it a handful of times after that. And I thought, you know what, I'm good. I don't have to go for no PRs or anything anymore. I'm good. But I had such a good workout that day just a couple weeks back that I thought, you know what, I'm throwing some more weights on there, and so I pulled 510. So that was pretty interesting. That was pretty good. So, anywho, I don't know if I should dance like a monkey. Probably not. I took a bicycle ride yesterday, and I had some topics for discussion. And you might be interested in those topics for discussion if you go check out the video from yesterday. Yeah, they were interesting things that I wanted to kind of talk about. And one of those things I'll go ahead and touch on here is the accusations out there that everyone is on steroids that's working out. Now I'm on the camp, I'm on two different sides of the fence here, not camp, but I guess I'm on two sides of the fence where, well, maybe everybody is, and then, well, maybe they're not. It just it kind of seems like everybody you talk to, well, yeah, they are, and this person is, and yeah, I'm on something, and yeah, I'm on something here, and and it just varies. Not saying that everybody's on, D-ball or whatever the heck all the steroid compounds are called, but it might just be something as little as some TRT or something. But it just seems like so many people are doing something out there, and it feels good knowing that I'm not in that camp. I would rather be natural and have natural strength as to have pharmaceutical strength, because as soon as you stop taking a lot of those pharmaceuticals, there goes a lot of your strength. So I'd rather have something that I worked hard for and is really legit mine, and everything I've done in the gym is mine, and that's something I'm proud of. And not only my strength, and all my different goals that I did, but I don't know where I was going with that. Golly, see, my brain just goes. But anyway, it's just something that I was thinking about, because it was kind of a conversation that popped up yesterday online about every guy is on something. So, but anywho, it is what it is, and if you're on something, that's great. You're right. I don't care if you are or not. Oh, I was saying that I'm glad that I'm natural, and I also am a raw lifter, which means I don't use knee wraps, I don't use elbow wraps, I don't use wrist wraps, I don't use even gloves, I don't use a belt, I don't use a lifting shirt or a lifting suit, I don't use a slingshot, I don't use any of that stuff. The only thing you'll see me use are some straps, and that's whenever I do some real heavy bent barbell rows, or whenever I used to have my high and low lat machine. Whenever I went like really heavy with those, I would strap up a lot of times so I could worry more about working the body, the lats and the back and all that, as opposed to working my grip. And the same thing with the low row. And whenever I do shrugs, whenever I go up over 400 pounds, of course I'm going to use straps for that. But those are different cases. That's not even in the same kind of realm as what a lot of people do. Using them for like deadlifts and different stuff. So, and if you use them for deadlifts, that's great. I don't care. I think one thing that steers me away from that is, which I may not steer away from that today, we'll see. But one thing that steers me away from that is, one, what if I compete? So now all my strength and my technique and everything is based on I'm using straps. What if they don't allow straps? Okay, so you're kind of in a pickle there. And another thing, online, we get beat down, the body beat down. we get beat down online by random people all the time, you know. Yeah, that would be good. I mean, I know you're using straps, but it's still pretty good, you know. So I don't have to deal with that with certain lifts and certain things that I do. And that's the same thing when you use, you know, knee wraps and elbows, this and all the different stuff, and the belts and the suits. And, you know, if you don't use it, they can't say anything about it other than, wow, you're lifting raw. And that's good. So that's just kind of my take there on that. So anyway, we don't have anyone in here yet, and that's perfectly fine. Keep in mind that I also edit down my live streams afterwards. I edit them down and I make normal length videos, and then I also upload them like that, so that gives other people a chance to see them that might not catch a live stream or even see that I did a live stream and go back and watch. So sometimes you don't see those things. So you'll notice I'm in socks today. I don't usually wear socks. But I put socks on yesterday for my bike ride, and well, I still got them on. So, whew. Well, anyway, guys, let's go ahead and start the workout. We got 135 here, and I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to go, where I'm going to go with this workout today, and hope it's going to be good. Hope you enjoy. $135. There we go. There we go. Again, just a random tip when you're doing deadlifts, when you're doing squats, or even bent rows of any kind. Try not to drink too much. You just want to take like tiny sips, just a tiny sip. And you don't want to over bloat your stomach. My stomach's over bloated as it is. So you don't want to get too much going on in there when you're doing these kind of lifts. All right. $135, set number 2. $555. Remember, every phone number Every phone number in a movie or TV is 555. I may have to come out of these socks. I'm so used to being barefoot that these socks feel a little weird. What have I done? I don't use these. What a silly. I don't use those. I use my other ones. I use these. Thought it was a little weird. There. Whew. There we go. Yeah, I may come out these socks. I'm not used to lifting in socks. I'm used to feeling the ground, if you will. There we go. All right. There we go. Had to take my socks off. I'm used to being barefoot. Over the past couple of years, I haven't really worn socks, but probably 5 times. I just don't wear them very often at all. So. Whew. So over the years, I've had kind of thoughts of, you know, training people, you know, to lift and different stuff. And then I kind of look at a topic that I touched on yesterday where I don't know a lot of the different types of working out that we do, from body weight to this type to everything in between. And I realized that that's one thing that's really kept me from trying to train people, is my lack of knowledge on those subjects there. But I hate that that's something that would keep me from doing something that I'd probably enjoy. And the fact that people look at, you know, well, you got to have a piece of paper hanging on the wall or you can't, you know, you're not a certified trainer. Well, what makes a certified trainer is someone who's been doing this and documented it for the last 4 years. So that to me says a whole lot more about someone than a piece of paper on the wall. But then again, that piece of paper on the wall can sometimes, that's where your schooling comes from. You learn the different types of exercises and different stuff like that. So, you know, it would be difficult to train someone using my verbal knowledge of things. You know, the thing, you know, where you do that stuff and it's just a body, you know, you do that and it's kind of a thing and a thing. So, you know, you don't want to have clients where you don't sound professional. That's one thing that's kind of held me back from kind of offering services locally, you know, to just people. Maybe one day. got them little feet where they need to be. 225. Well, usually by now I have at least one person pop in. And yeah, that's what she said. But it is kind of early, so all right. So here's where things gets a little interesting. Not really so much, but kind of sorta. So I follow another channel, and he popped his bicep off the bone completely a couple weeks back from deadlifts. He was doing his very last workout on his very last set of the night before he competed a couple days later. Supposed to have competed a couple days later. And he popped his bicep doing deadlifts. And ever since that happened, I've been thinking about that. And I have a couple questions in my own mind. Now he admittedly is on gear. He takes steroids and different things like that. So I've always understood, and even just from my own personal opinion, that when you're on something like that, I believe that your body doesn't have time to keep up with the weights that you're moving, which means, you know, your muscles, your tendons, ligaments, bones, everything is kind of a little bit behind because you're progressing quite a bit faster than what they can keep up with and get stronger over time with and more durable. So I have questions and I think, well, maybe that's what happened. And I also think a lot of times he does use straps. So maybe that's what happened. You know, maybe his body got so used to using straps that he didn't, you know, he wouldn't building the strength up in the muscles and the ligaments, tendons, all that kind of stuff, you know, properly enough that to make them strong where they didn't pop. So there's a lot that's going through my mind whenever I'm doing deadlifts now. And he just had surgery, and I wish him the best. He's a pretty cool guy. Gen X Power, world's strongest Marine. He's a pretty cool guy, down to earth, talks about everything, and involves his family and stuff and everything. So that's how I know he's a pretty cool guy, pretty good guy. So I wish him nothing but the best. And today's workout leads me to wonder, or it leads me kind of, questioning, I guess, maybe my deadlifts. But whenever John over at McBean Scottish Fitness dropped 430 pounds on his chest from bench pressing, that made me question bench pressing as well. And I pulled through that. So it's just those things that you see, and both of them have it on video. I've seen both of them happen on video. So not good. There are risks. When we do this kind of stuff, there are risks. And is it worth it? Well, that's up to each individual to figure that out. There's a risk every day getting up out of bed, getting in your car, going shopping with all the crazy people out there that like to shoot up people all the time. And they're on their phones and they run you over and stuff like that. So it's just stuff that kind of makes you really think. So $315. So, needless to say, all that stuff is on my mind, especially right now, those the deadlifts. So, and if you watch my channel long enough, you know that I've struggled with a couple of my different lifts, but there's different reasons. I struggled with my squats for physical reasons, for lack of mobility, for just lack of putting in that true effort and making myself go parallel, making my brain make my body go down parallel. It was a rough journey, and I gave up at one time on my squats. And but then I overcame that, and I learned how to squat with my mobility and my mechanics, my range of motion and everything, and I can go parallel. And to some people I might bend over a little farther than I should, but that's what my body does. So at the end of the day, I've won the battle with my squats. That was more of a physical kind of thing. And then with deadlifts, it's more of a mental anxiety kind of a thing, because I don't know why, but they've always been a very tough mental movement for me. And you know, I was stuck at like 450 I was stuck at about, was it 450? Yeah, I was stuck at like 450 for a while. You know, 445, 440, 450, 460, kind of in that area for a long while, or what seemed like a long time. And you know, it's not that I wasn't strong enough. Well, number one, I wasn't using any powder or chalk or anything, so it was just straight hands on a slick bar with zero knurling. And number two, it's just a mental, one of those mental things where I get all, you know, shaky and kind of crazy feeling, and it's kind of weird. Deadlifts are a weird lift for me. And like I said a couple weeks ago, I did 500 pounds, and then I threw more weight on and did 510. And that blew my mind. That just don't happen, but it happened. So, yeah, deadlifts are one of those lifts that I'm really proud of, just like my squats. You know, my chest, not that big a deal. But my deadlifts and my squats I'm proud of. Because I had stuff to overcome, you know. Chest was just about building up the muscle and the endurance and, you know, the strength and all that, and finally just getting it, and not, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of concern. But these other two lifts were physical and mental, real kind of a struggle. Speaking of powder, I need to get some more powder. Easy. 405. And you'll notice when I start going up higher in weight that I do get a swing on my first rep, but if I would have done a second rep, it would have been perfectly fine. But I always get a swing on my first rep. Once I get up to the higher weights. Just kind of how it works. All right. So let's throw a 25 on. We'll go to 455. Now see, 455, I shouldn't even be sweating that, because I've done, 50 pounds more, 55 pounds more. I shouldn't even be sweating that. But the closer you get to your 1 rep max, the more it's pushing your limits. And I've mentioned several times over the past few years that, just because you hit, say, 500 pounds one time, don't mean you'll ever hit it again. Sometimes you never hit those PRs again. So anytime you get within a good 50 pounds of your PR, you're doing good, and you're pushing your body, and that's where you need a lot of times to work out at, is go down about 25, 30 pounds from your max and start working out hard and heavy with those, and then slowly work your way up until you're getting that 1 rep max a little easier, and then start over a little bit more and progress upward. So remind me never to do a live stream at this time of the day. Whew. Write that down. Yes, I did. Technically, this 455 should go just perfectly fine. So we'll see what happens. Always make sure you get your plates on and everything's good. Double check. Come on, stomach, don't fail me now. You can do this. We got 455. Let's get her done. What am I doing? What do I want to do? People smaller than you that do this for reps. So 75, 85, 95. Let's put a 10 on. That's 495. we'll put another 10 on, which should have us at 515. Well, I was going to show you, make sure you get the gist of everything. So we got a 45, 45, 45, 45, 35, a 10 and a 10, and the bar is 45. That should be 515. But I'll be darned if I'm not going to come over here and add that up and just make absolute sure that that's 515. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to lie. So we got 405, 475, 475, 1, 2, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, that is 515. You just got to make sure sometimes because things happen. The brain does have brain farts sometimes. Move that over there. Put this over here. And we'll kind of situate the camera a little bit. There. All right. What you have to tell yourself when you're doing something like this is that it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be very uncomfortable, you know, when you're at your max. Now, there's some people out there that can rep this 3, 4, 5, 10 times. But when you're looking at your max, that's, you know, that's painful. And I had someone pop in, I'll be dang. Hey, Old School Fitness, how you doing? Whew. Yeah, I didn't do a schedule or anything. I just started a live stream. Instead of scheduling it or doing a regular upload, I just thought, I'll start a live stream. I'm doing something pretty crazy here. I got 515 right here. Right up over here, huh? Right here, that's what I got is 515 up over here, huh? Anyway. Just got home from work. Well, good. Hope you had a pretty good day and it wasn't too windy or nasty out. So, just to kind of go over what we got going on here. We got the bar. We got a 45, 45, 45, 45, 35, a 10, and a 10. So, you know what? Sometimes you just got to go for it. Sometimes you just got to go for it. And I mentioned earlier that I do have a lot going through my brain right now as far as injuries go. I'm subscribed to a channel where a guy popped his bicep off the bone doing heavy deadlifts, and so that's going through my brain. All I can do is cross my fingers and hope that I'm good. Hey Spencer, what's up? Well, we're going heavy. I need to go ahead and get going before I lose my warm-up, my concentration. But we got 515. We got the bar, 445s, a 35, a 10, and a 10. That should be 515. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, guys. It's gonna hurt. But I gotta pull through the pain. We gotta do this. Get through the pain. It's only gonna hurt for just a couple seconds. Couple seconds, Mike. Pull through the pain. Watch what you're doing. Pull through the pain. £515, going for a new 1 rep max PR. I could have easily gave up on that one. I may pay for that in a couple hours. Definitely tomorrow. Woo! All right. Holy smoke. I got a new PR, guys. Within like a couple of weeks of getting a new PR. That doesn't happen. Whew. Whew. All right. Holy smokes. Yes. I can't believe that. I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, I don't put my strength and my workouts and all that on the line too much as far as, you know, people cheering me on or giving me the ambition, the extra strength to do it. But maybe you guys popping in here at this moment, on this rep, on this set, might have helped me. You guys might have helped me there. Ow. Wow. I got kind of take a minute to kind of pull through that one. Come on, arm. There we go. There it is. All right. Whew. That was a good one. Luckily, the bicep stayed attached. All right, I'm going to take some of the weight off here. We'll do kind of a lighter, little lighter finish set. I can't believe that. 515. $5.15, guys. That's awesome. Give me just a couple minutes here, and I'll get with chat. I'll get with the comments in that in just a minute. Oh. Woo. Goodness. That's crazy. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Okay. Whew. Old school. Got a video coming tonight. Yes, sir. Haven't lifted since Sunday. My shoulder was really hurting after the back workout. Usually it only hurts after bench. Whew. Well, old school, I hope your shoulder quits bothering you. I know the feeling, believe me. Now, I can't speak for you, I can't speak for everybody else, but I know there was a time when my shoulder, starting on this journey, my shoulder stopped bothering me, so that's why I started working out again. But then, sometime after, of course, it started kind of, a little bit here and there, it started kind of bothering me a little bit. And, but one thing I've tried to do is just keep going and pushing through it. And sometimes you can push through it and it might pop whatever's wrong in there. It might pop it a little bit and help it. And it helps to kind of work through it. But that's a case-by-case basis. I have had it happen even years ago. I was going to have surgery on this shoulder. And I was at my house, another house that we were in years ago, and it was the weekend before I was going to have surgery, and a buddy of mine was over there that I worked construction with, and I told him, what the heck, I might as well just go ahead and work out because I gotta, we're gonna have surgery anyway, and I laid down and I put like 350, 3 something on there. 380, 350. I can't remember what it was, but it was a good little number like that. And I came down, and as soon as I came down, my shoulder went pop, like that. And I went back up with the weight and sat it down, and I sat up on the bench and I said, "Oh my God, did you hear that?" And he was just kind of like, "Yeah, you know, good grief." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I can move my arm. I can move my shoulder. What the heck?" So that Monday that I was supposed to go have surgery, I guess I was supposed to have like consultation or something before the surgery, and the doctor came in there, and I told him, you know, I don't think I need surgery now. I think I'm good now. And I told him what happened. He's like, "Wow, that's crazy." So sometimes weird things happen like that. Oh, you just never know. Looking back on Old School Fitness's, you know, video and thinking about what he did, like he didn't really go heavy on the rows, but you know, even as in shape and as healthy as you look, Old School Fitness, you know, you are a little bit older than us, and so, you know, maybe it don't take, you know, quite as much. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I probably won't make it to your age. And I sure won't look as good as you do. You're doing good. But, you know, from what I remember of your workout, you know, you didn't really like just do anything stupid like you might see me do, or Spencer. You know. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. One thing I'll be honest about is, of course, you know I have a horrible back. I have a chronic bad back. And doing that 515, I could really feel it on that 515. So, technically, I probably should stop right there. But I'm going to try and get at least 1 or 2 reps with the 405. And at least do that. But I should probably not. It's one of those moments where, you know, you want to listen to one side of the brain, but you're kind of listening to the other side of the brain, but you're kind of in the middle of the brain, and you're kind of all over. But we'll just see. I'll see how this first rep feels, and then we'll go from there. 5, 4, 5. Now I stand by what I've said before. Deadlifts are a much needed exercise. But I've also said that don't mean you need to do heavy weights. But deadlifting like 135, sets of 5, 10, whatever. Yeah, deadlifts are one of those real world movements that we do every day. And so it's definitely good to do. But nobody says you got to do stupid weights like this or 1,000 pounds or whatever. So. All right. Final set, we drop down to 405. That's where I'm ending it. I usually like to get 5 reps, but I'm not going to do that. Whew. Holy cow. Whew. Hello, Julian. So, pretty good way to end the session. I didn't get the 5 reps that I normally would get, but I'm letting the smart side of the brain take over and stop me at 2 reps. And I felt pretty lucky to get that. So, did you feel close on grip? That bad boy's not coming out. No, I felt pretty good. I mean, it felt like 500 pounds, you know. And I try to make sure I got a good grip. You know, on that. So there's no slipping of the hands. You got them right where you want them. And I've gotten, this has been a long time now, but I may see if I can squat down and do this. A lot of times you might just grab and then go. But I've gotten to the point where, you know, we know how the bar is going to roll. And so with this hand, I might go, you know, this way a little bit and grab and then kind of twist. And that way all your skin is already tight. And on this one here, go down with it and then yank like that. And it pretty much takes all the slack out of your skin. So there's not a lot of unnecessary movement. I don't know. That's just kind of what I've learned over the past, you know, maybe year or so, couple years with deadlifting so much, is to just try to reach around the bar like so, and it takes up all that slack on your skin and makes your arms a little bit more stiff. So, whew. Man. Well, I'm probably going to feel that in the morning, guys. And I'm crippled enough in the mornings as it is. If you seen me get up out of bed, you'd wonder how I'm even walking throughout the day. Or definitely, you would ask me how I'm doing stuff like this. So, not the best back in the whole world, but I keep moving forward and keep pushing. So, as you know, we're doing a live stream here, and as you know, I also edit my live streams down to a shorter video. So I got to kind of do my normal intros and my normal exits, outros, we'll say, to my videos. So I'm going to do that here in a minute. It's going to be kind of awkward maybe, but all right. Thanks, Spencer. I appreciate you being here. And Julian and Old School Fitness. Appreciate y'all popping in. I think you might have helped me. Get my goal today. So here's where I'm going to kind of end my video and do my little normal outro. So before I do that, let me just say thanks to everyone for being here. I appreciate you. And next time I'll try to give a little bit more heads up that I'm going to do a live stream. I just popped on and started doing a live stream without any notice. So anyway, I appreciate everybody. Old School Fitness, I hope your shoulder heals up 100%. I believe you can get your lift that you're wanting to get on your birthday. I believe you can do it. You just got to push through that pain. And I'll be there to watch for sure. No matter if you fail or make it or what have you, you're going to be all right. All right, so let me go ahead and do my outro here. All right, outro. Well, guys, that's it. How do you like that? I got a new PR on my deadlift. And if I said it wasn't really, really difficult and slightly painful, I'd be lying. So 515, 1 rep max. How much higher can I go? I have no idea. I never had any plans to go that high. Once I hit 500 pounds, I thought I was done, and I've been done for a long time, but here we are. So 515, super happy about that. Amazed even. So anyway, tomorrow is going to be more of a cardio-based day. We're going to probably do some Taibo. We'll do maybe some meditation off in there. We'll do some tire exercises outside. And we'll figure out some stuff to do. Maybe a walk, maybe a bike ride. I don't know. It just kind of depends on the weather, how all that's going to go outside. So anyway, guys, I hope I give you a little inspiration to do something fantastic in your own life that's as good as this or miles better. I hope the best for you, and I hope you reach all your goals in the gym, in life, and whatever else it is you're doing. And if I help you along that way just a little bit, maybe like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your incredible host here on this hump day. Very happy day. And don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it. We'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. See y'all later. Boom, boom. And 3, 2, 1, cut. How'd you like that, guys? How did you like that? All right, everybody. I'm going to cut the live stream off. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you later. See ya. Bye.
Love y'all. Bye. See ya. Love y'all.